apparently 1993 doesn't have those same ridges that older years had, so it has a little metal plate here. So let's see if anything can be done with this. Well, I don't have a test light to test to see if there's power going to the switch. So I'm gonna remove this panel right here and test the motor with the new one. Plug the new one in and see if it works. Alright, so I plugged in the new motor, it works, so we have a bad motor. Alright, let's change it. What a pain in the butt this was. Sheesh. Came up with this idea. Alrighty fellas, so what happened was the battery died in the camera. I actually had to take apart the entire door. So I had to take the window out, I had to take the regulator out because I could not get to the motor. And let me show you here. The motor is actually riveted in, and you have access to only 2 rivets. You don't have access to the third one. And I don't even if I remove these rivets, I don't have rivets like that to replace it with. So what I did instead is I just I disassembled the actual motor, took this piece apart, and then inside, let me show you, it was all, the electrical portion of it is all corroded. It's all rusty and corroded, and I just swapped over from the new motor into this one. So I'll reinstall everything and see if it works. Well fellas, I'm finally done. This took all day. I had to disassemble the entire basically door. I had to take the window regulator out, the window and everything, just to fix the motor. I was not able to fix the door panel because it's a different design than what I anticipated, and it's just warped, and there's nothing you can do about that. The design here is really crappy, so there's millions of brackets and bolts and this and that, so I had to do the best I could, and then what I'll do the next day is I'll fix the climate control. So, but the window works, so I guess not. Fuck. Alrighty fellas, so it's part 2 of the saga, day 2. I'm gonna try to see if I can fix this window again. It was working yesterday, and when I put the door panel back up, it stopped going down. So I have to take it out again and see what's going on. So something is leading me to believe that this is not an original GM panel. I see this sticker right here. It says quality control. I don't see any GM stampings or any part numbers. I think these door panels have been replaced and they're not the exact correct panels for this car. The color match is perfect, but yeah, I don't think these are originals, so that's why they don't fit well. So so the window works without the door panel, but it doesn't work with the door panel. Okay. Well, fellas, at least the window is working. These door panels are definitely aftermarket. They don't fit right. There's something, you know, they're really cheap knockoffs. But unfortunately, I already blew all my budget on the car, so I don't have any money left to buy new door panels. I'm gonna let the new owner decide what they want to do with these, but I would definitely change them out. They're really crappy quality. You know, at first glance, you can't tell the difference. The color match is perfect. And I think they may have swapped the handle from the old panel and whatnot, but yeah, so that's, you know, at least we got the window working, so let's get working on the climate control. Alrighty, so what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna remove these plastic trim pieces so I can get to the climate control unit, so I can take it out and clean the contacts, and hopefully it works more consistently than it does now. So let's start. Well, it looks like someone has already been here before. This piece is broken, so fun. And of course, the Phillips screw heads are stripped on this as well, so. Freaking animals were working on this car, so I mean, I don't understand how difficult it is to get a proper Phillips screwdriver to remove the screw. I just don't get it, and I don't think these are original. These are like self-tapping, so I have to find replacements. All right, so it's out. Let's take it home and see if we can take it apart and fix it. All right, so let's take this apart. This is 3/16, so. All right, I can't get the socket in there because this bracket is in the way, so I'm ghetto rigging this. So I'm being very careful not to strip this bolt, but they're not too tight, so. I have to disconnect this ribbon cable from the board. Okay, so now I have to remove the board from this head unit, so let's see. There we go. This looks good. Alright, so 2 more bolts. Okay, so rubber thingy here, and this is what we after here. These contacts, they seem to get dirty, and I have to give credit where credit is due. I watched Ozstar's Cars video, and he did this process. He used a pencil eraser for some reason to clean them up. I mean, I'll do the same thing. I don't think it's gonna do anything, but I think you can just use straight alcohol, but I'll try it out. Alright, so let's plug it in and see if it works. Wow, everything works. That's pretty cool. I can't believe it took care of the problem. So let's reassemble everything and we're done. We have a working climate control and a working passenger side window. Something to note, be very, very, very careful with these plastics. They're made out of hopes and dreams. They look very, very brittle, and just a word of caution there. And I found 2 new screws to replace the busted ones that were in the vent. I'm gonna use Torx instead of Phillips just to screw with the next guy. So let's get to it.